Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use the B2B Wholesale solution Shopify app to enable you to import new orders from CSV or XLSX files from your B2B customers, or people you just want to accept CSV file orders from into your Shopify store. Let's say people make them in bulk, and let's say you need to have special prices for them or anything like that where you're finding some value in using the B2B Wholesale solution. First things first, this is going to take 2 minutes, but the video is going to take longer to explain. So I'm going to just go into the fastest way to do it right away. So you're going to come to your dashboard in B2B Wholesale. You're going to make sure custom pricing is on because you want to make sure you give custom prices to certain customers. Then under other features, you need to turn the public API on. If you can't do this, you might need to upgrade your plan for B2B Wholesale solution. You need to have access to their API because other apps like EasyCSV, which we're going to use today to import CSV files and XLSX to your Shopify store for new orders, hits this app's API. So you need to make sure you turn that on. Then you'll go here on the left to Public API, and you'll just copy your API access key and paste it into EasyCSV. Essentially, that is it. But now I'm going to go into a little more detail here. So let's say that we have custom prices here. I go to custom pricing. I have one rule set up. You can have as many rules set up as you want. And this rule is called B2B customers. It's applying to customers with this special tag. So I think I have one customer in my test store that has that tag, but obviously you can apply it to whatever customers you want. I have this rule applying to these two products. One is a drum set, one's a saxophone. The custom price rule is that it decreases the Shopify original price by 50%. So it's a pretty simple rule. Basically, any customer that has this tag is going to get half off. So let's go over to Shopify, and here's the drum set. The normal price is $43. For a certain customer that has that tag, we would expect it to go down to $21.50, $21.50 from $43. So we're going to go over to EasyCSV. In EasyCSV, you set up this import flow, and you get this form that you can share with your customers, or your team can upload CSV or XLSX files, or you can accept files via email, or we can go get files on a schedule from FTP if you have a client that puts their orders on FTP or Dropbox or Drive. EasyCSV has a bunch of ways where you can set up a flow and a form to accept the files in a certain file format, that has the headers of order number or whatever. You set it up once and then it just works. There's a separate video we have that helps you set that up in 2 minutes. So I'm going to link to that next to this video, but you're going to want to follow that video first to make this import flow. And this is the example file that we are planning to import. This file is one order, right? It has headers here. And this order has 2 SKUs in it, or 2 line items. This first one is the drums in the Shopify, so we'd expect a discount. The customer's email is cookies@easycsv.io. That's how Shopify will match to the customer record, and then we'll ask the B2B Wholesale solution, hey, do you have any discounts for this customer and this product? This other one, there is no discount. So one of the products will have a discount, one will use the standard Shopify price since there's no pricing rule. So, okay, we're going to go back to the B2B Wholesale. You're going to copy that API key. You can click show if you want, and then you can click show and then copy. You'll go over to EasyCSV. After you've set up this import flow, you'll go to import flow, and you'll see the destination here is you're making new orders in Shopify. You're creating those orders. You've mapped the fields from the CSV file. In the video I cover, if you want to set an order name or number, you can. Otherwise, EasyCSV will pick the next available number. You've mapped what the SKUs are, right? In this file, the SKU is this column, SKU column. So we're saying the SKU column from the file is the SKU in Shopify, right? So we've mapped all these things. And by default, it's gonna go get the Shopify product pricing, just the prices in your store. But we actually want it to first check B2B Wholesale solution. So we're going to change the B2B Wholesale pricing. I'm going to click B2B Wholesale. I already had it in here, but I'm going to paste my API key. I'm going to save. And now it's checking those prices first and falling back to Shopify. So if it has a special rule for a price, it'll get that. If not, it's going to fall back. And we hit their API here, and we pass a customer ID. So we look up the customer in Shopify by their email or phone number. So if you've mapped, go to Fields Mapped. You're going to want to map email here. If you map phone number, we'll also do a second lookup by phone number. So we'll do our best job to find the customer in Shopify first, so that we can ask the B2B Commerce API, like, hey, for this customer and these products, what price do they have? Do they have a special price? If we can't find a customer, like maybe you're making an order for a brand new customer, then we'll check the pricing rules that apply for all customers. So you can make pricing rules that apply to everybody. So like if it's not a special customer, everyone else is going to get maybe 10% off by going through, the CSV ordering for you. You can do that. And we'll hit their API with no customer ID. Customer ID is null. And B2B Wholesale will automatically check those like kind of top level rules. If there's no top level rules, it'll come back with nothing, and we'll use the Shopify prices. Cool. That's it. So once you've put in your key, it's going to be checking those prices first and falling back to Shopify prices. Then you can just, import the file. You might drag it on here. Might take a sec to make the order. Yeah, so sometimes it takes a little long because the Wholesale API, sometimes it can take a while to look up all your things. So if you refresh your page, at the bottom, you'll see an order created in Shopify. Let's go take a look at that one. So you look here. Yep, you see the drums are $21.50 instead of $43, which is great. This one, there was no discount. So it looks like it worked great. So now you're able to accept spreadsheet files here. If you need to share this page with anybody, you can go up here to sharing link and settings. This will say EasyCSV. This is my local testing machine. Say anyone that has the link, and you can send a link to people. You can embed the form in your own website if you're on the right plan, EasyCSV plan. For notifications, you may want to send import results to you as the account owner instead of the person importing, or in addition to the person importing. So if they ever have an error uploading, or maybe the B2B Wholesale API is down, or the Shopify API is down, you would know. So I would recommend turning these notifications on. And if you need to automate grabbing the files from a FTP server or something, that's what our scheduled fetcher is for. You can go to FTP. You can always accept orders as file attachments via email. You can also set up where they email you, and you have an auto forwarding rule from your email inbox to the EasyCSV email, which I recommend, and then auto archive in yours. So you'll have every order they make, just in case something's down. You can rerun the order. Also keep in mind, every file being imported must be a single order. We do that because, when you map the fields, you have to either specify an order name or don't specify an order name. If you don't, right, the whole file, you can't tell they're different orders. So it would make one giant order. So you want to make sure that you tell your clients or customers that every file must be a single order. Cool. If you need any help, please contact EasyCSV support via chat or email, and talk to you soon.